You open your laptop, type 3 sentences into a chatbot, and somewhere in Ohio, a plumbing company just booked 4 extra jobs this week because of you. You never touched a wrench. You never picked up a phone. You just built the thing that answers the phone. This is the AI Automation Agency, and right now, it might be the fastest growing, boring business nobody at your family dinner has heard of yet. Here's the part nobody tells you though. It's not actually about AI. It never was. Stay with me. Let's start with what this business actually is, because the name makes it sound way more complicated than it is. An AI automation agency, sometimes just called an AAA, is a small operation that builds automated systems for other businesses. Think dentists, roofers, real estate agents, med spas, HVAC companies. Businesses that make real money but run on duct tape and voicemail. You come in and build them a system. A chatbot that answers website questions at 2 a.m. A pipeline that automatically texts a lead back in 90 seconds instead of 9 hours. A workflow that turns a missed call into a booked appointment without a human lifting a finger. You're not selling AI, you're selling speed. And speed, it turns out, is worth an obscene amount of money. Here's a number that should make you sit up. According to research widely cited across the sales industry, businesses that respond to a new lead within 5 minutes are dramatically more likely to actually convert that lead than ones that wait even 30 minutes. Most small businesses take hours, some take days. Every hour a plumber doesn't call you back, another plumber down the street does. That gap, that tiny window of laziness and disorganization, is where this entire business model lives. So how does the money actually work? Most AI automation agencies charge 2 ways. A setup fee, usually somewhere between $1,000 and $5,000, for building the system, and then a monthly retainer, usually $500 to $2,000, to keep it running and tweak it. You build it once using tools that already exist. Platforms like Go High Level, Make, and Zapier let you stitch together chatbots, calendars, texting, and email without writing a single line of code. You are not inventing artificial intelligence. You're a plumber yourself, just for information instead of pipes. 10 clients at $1,000 a month is $10,000 in recurring revenue. And you built most of that infrastructure once and cloned it for every new client. That's the part that makes people's eyes light up. It's not one sale. It's $10,000 showing up in your account every single month, whether you work that day or not. But here's the reframe. And it's the one that actually matters. This gold rush got loud in 2023 and 2024. TikTok and YouTube filled up with 22-year-olds showing screenshots of 5-figure months, and thousands of people rushed in selling AI agency in a box courses to each other, instead of actually selling automation to real businesses. That's always the tell with any hot business model. When more people are selling you the map than are actually walking the trail, be careful. So does it still work? Genuinely, yes, but not the way the course sellers pitch it. It works if you stop thinking like a tech guy and start thinking like a plumber who happens to be very good at software. The agencies actually making money aren't chasing hype clients who watched the same viral video as everyone else. They're going straight to boring, cash-rich, chronically disorganized local businesses. Dental offices, law firms doing personal injury intake, roofing companies after a hailstorm, businesses where a missed lead is worth thousands of dollars, and the owner is 60 years old and has genuinely never heard the words large language model and does not care to. Here's the counterintuitive twist nobody selling the dream mentions. Building the automation is the easy part. You can learn the technical side of this in a few weekends. The actual business is sales and retention, which is exactly the same hard, unglamorous grind every service business has always required. You have to cold call. You have to walk into shops. You have to keep clients happy enough that they don't cancel after month 2. Because churn is the silent killer of every agency model in history. A course can teach you to build a chatbot in an afternoon. No course can make a business owner trust a 23-year-old stranger with their entire lead pipeline. That trust is earned the old-fashioned way. Slowly, one kept promise at a time. Let's talk about who's actually doing this for real, not just talking about it online. There's a wave of small operators, often solo founders or 2-person teams, who've quietly built agencies serving a dozen or 24 local clients each, generating anywhere from $5,000 to $30,000 a month in recurring revenue. Not one of them went viral doing it. They picked one boring industry, usually they had some personal connection or experience in, learned that industry's specific pain points cold, and became the obvious automation guy for roofers, or the obvious automation guy for chiropractors. Specificity beats scale early on every single time. And this is where the bigger business lesson hides, the one this channel keeps circling back to. The tool changes every few years. Right now, it's chatbots and workflow automation. 5 years ago, it was Facebook ad management agencies. 10 years before that, it was building websites for small businesses who didn't have one yet. The tool is never the business. The business is always the same thing. Find an owner who is losing money to disorganization and become the person who fixes that specific leak for a recurring fee. AI just made the leak easier to plug and easier to pitch, because right now, the words AI-powered open doors, that automated workflow, used to have to knock on for 20 minutes. There's also a catch that almost nobody mentions in the excitement, and it's a real one. These tools are getting easier and cheaper every single quarter. The technical moat here is thin and getting thinner. What took real skill to build 18 months ago, a decent no-code platform can now spit out from a template in 20 minutes, which means the actual defensible asset in this business was never the automation itself. It's the relationship with the client and your specific knowledge of their industry. If your entire pitch is, "I can build you a chatbot," you have a shelf life measured in months, because eventually your client's cousin's kid will be able to build one too. Badly, for free. If your pitch is, "I understand exactly how roofing leads get lost after a hailstorm, and I've fixed it for 6 other roofers in this state," you have something much harder to copy. So where does that leave you, sitting here right now, thinking about whether this is worth trying? The honest answer is that this isn't a lottery ticket, and it was never going to be one. It's a real small service business wearing a very shiny AI costume. The upside is genuine. The barrier to entry is genuinely low. But the work underneath the shiny part is the same unglamorous work every service business has always demanded: showing up, calling people, keeping promises, fixing things when they break at 11 at night. If that sounds boring, you're actually looking at it correctly, because boring, reliable, unsexy problems are exactly what people have paid good money to solve since long before anyone said the words artificial intelligence out loud. You opened your laptop and typed 3 sentences into a chatbot. It turns out the chatbot was never the business. You were.